Hey people, so I got a comment on my last video, the why I'm worried about YouTube the heroes, and I decided I wanted to respond to it. Um, the thing is that it's a couple points, and if you want to, you can go to that last video to see who wrote it, but they know who they are as soon as I start talking about it. Um, but I'll put the text of the comment below. Um, I don't know what you and I disagree with on guns. Um, I don't think you understand or know what my position is on guns. Personally, I enjoy guns. I like shooting guns. I have been in the market for a 22 hand pistol for a while and waiting until I have enough money saved up to go and buy one because there's actually a 22 um, shooting league here in Logan at the Hunter Ed Center. And I would love to go and join that league. It looks like a lot of fun. It's a lot of um, target shooting, different types of targets, things like that. Um, it just looks like a really fun thing to do. I have absolutely no problem with guns. Okay, I have absolutely no problem owning guns. I have a license to go shoot uh, basic hunter education in the state of Utah to go and shoot small game. I am legally allowed to shoot small game in Utah. I don't have the licenses yet to shoot big game, but down the road it wouldn't be something I would be opposed to doing. I enjoy shotguns. My favorite gun I've only got to shoot 2 rounds out of, and would be something that if I ever could afford it, I would probably buy it. Was a 50 caliber handgun, Desert Eagle handgun. Got to shoot it twice in a range, and it knocked the wind out of me, and it was a blast, both metaphorically and literally a blast. This thing was amazing. I love shooting guns. I love people having guns. My problem with guns is the over fetishization of guns. Now you got to think about it is that I talk about BDSM. I love talking about the fetish community. And the thing is that there's people out there who fetishize guns, who think that the government's coming to get them. They're not. The Second Amendment has been put up again and again at the Supreme Court, and pretty much every time the Supreme Court has said, yeah, Second Amendment, that trumps everything. So yeah, it doesn't matter, who becomes president, whether it's Hillary or it's Trump. The bottom line is no one's coming for your guns. Um, Guns inside the BDSM community. I know people who play with guns inside the BDSM community. There was a girl I knew one time who one of her biggest fantasies was to be fucked with a loaded handgun with the safety off. Think about that. That was an actual scene inside this community. And I know it happened because I was there. I know if the gun had gone off, she would have been killed, but it didn't. And I got to witness her have an amazing orgasm. So, can a gun be used inside BDSM? Yes. I just believe that if we're going to allow people to have guns, there should be safeties. Not just safeties on the gun, but I think that background checks across the board are important. not just in the gun shops, at the flea markets, at private sales, at gun shows. If I have a lethal weapon and I want to then give it to another person for whatever reason, I am transferring ownership of this lethal weapon from a person to a person. There should be a check to see if that person has the ability to be able to responsibly use that gun. That is what a background check is for. We have those when it comes to automobiles. They're called driver's licenses. We don't allow people to buy cars and get them registered without a license. I don't know why this is such a big thing. Why this is so, they're taking away my freedom. No, they're not. All they're saying is be responsible with your freedom. And guess what? Being inside the BDSM community, we are all about responsibility. We're all about being able to know what it is that we are doing, to be trained and educated, to have safety words, to have monitors who are there to make sure we don't fuck up, to have safety calls to make sure if you're meeting somebody new and something goes wrong, the cops can be called. We are all about safety, but having a hell of a lot of fun doing dangerous things. Why is that such a hard thing to be able to turn around and put into the gun community? One of the things that you brought up in your comment is that that the gun community has websites that are about gun use and stuff like that, and books that are about gun use and stuff. And yeah, it would be nice if we had a website that was dedicated purely to videos like mine. Okay, where somebody like me would be a big player on that community, that website, because of the type of content that I do. On YouTube, I'm a very small fish in a very large pond. Okay, I'm basically an amoeba in the ocean of YouTube. But the bottom line is what I do is important, and I know that. And I know some people might think, oh, you're thinking too highly of yourself. No, I know what I do is important because the things that I have to say resonate with people. They make people think. They change their lives. Now, one of the things that you did bring up, did make me think about is where I'm going to archive my videos. And one of my thoughts is I'm going to archive them on FetLife. The only problem with that is if you want to watch my archived videos on FetLife, you're going to have to be a supporter. That's a problem if you don't have money and you want to see my videos. There's no way of doing it. I've heard some rumors that you can give people direct links. I don't know if this is true or not. I've never tried it. But, I think that if somebody wanted to start it, I'd be more than happy to contribute not only the archive stuff that I'm doing here, but create new original content specifically for your site. Because I think that we could have a site that does that. It's not based around porn. It's based around knowledge and information and teaching technique and teaching different and unique things. And I think you have an interesting idea, but I think that, yes, we probably could learn a lot from the gun community, but the gun community can learn a hell of a lot from us. I don't think that's too difficult of a thing. I think that the idea of being responsible and educated and knowledgeable about your play should be the exact same thing when it comes to guns. I don't shoot guns that much, so I'm not highly efficient. Okay, I would not put myself in a competition with, because I'm not that good. I know I'm decent. Okay, I know from the testing that I've done, like when I did my test for the state of Utah, to get my license and to hunt small game, I got 100 on my test, on my shooting test. Uh, yeah, I did damn well. But you know what? I also know that that's the kind of person I am. If I get dedicated to learning something, I go full bore and I learn everything I can about it and educate myself to the 100%, as much as I can to make sure that I'm going to do the right thing. This idea was something that was embedded in me because of the BDSM community. So I think that there's a lot that you could be teaching your local scene that you decided to leave, which I feel is rather sad. For me, I have this channel and I will continue to do videos. I'm working on a couple things coming up. I think it'll be pretty cool. Uh, I'm also starting to think about a 10-year anniversary video because my 10-year anniversary is coming up in December, so it's not very far away. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But that's going to be kind of it for now. Be well and safe.